From the estate sale yesterday, I picked up quite a few pieces of old electronics that might make good future videos. Here on the left we have the Applause mini boombox. I'm suspecting we're going to want to hold our Applause on this one. It rattles just moving it around. Here's a Masterwork M404 cassette recorder from August of 1970. There's a shipping receipt in here. And this is interesting. There's obviously batteries in here that are still good. That's a good sign that that might come to life. Here we have an Aileron multi-band radio.
Makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Obviously still good batteries in that. It's a good sign that we might get a video out of that. And here's a Schwitzer Cummins Fresh Air Maker 12-inch fan. And I have its big brother, the 20-inch fan that looks exactly like this. Somewhere from a couple years ago on my channel. So it's going to be interesting to compare the 12-inch and the 20-inch. Some generic Panasonic radio. No such luck on that one. But it might just need batteries or a power cord or something. And off to the right, a few incidentals. Some cooking trays for parts, lithium grease, and a socket wrench set from Kmart. That I just don't buy consumer electronics, I buy other things. And so we're going to take a closer look at that actually. So it was a pretty good estate sale for electronics. Alright, if you're only interested in electronics, you can quit the video now. But if you want to see a comparison of an old Kmart socket wrench set with an old Thorson USA socket wrench set, stick around. For many years, this Thorson 3/8-inch socket drive set has been my go-to 3/8-inch socket drive set. This was originally my father's, and I'm not sure when he bought it, the 60s or the 70s. And it ended up being passed down to me. You can see it was a $38.11, $16.65. It's listed as 12 pieces, but one of those pieces is the metal case. So we have our ratchet and a 5-inch extension, and you can maybe read the sizes there. They're pretty standard sizes of the sockets themselves that came with it. And one of the things that's interesting is most of them are 12-point sockets. The 3/8 and the 7/16 are 6-point sockets. And as you can see, it's made in the USA, unconditional guarantee, and hot forged, chrome plated I would suspect, although it doesn't say that. But like I say, that's been my socket wrench 3/8-inch for a long time. And I bought the one at the estate sale that I showed briefly just because I was sort of interested in it because of a couple things. I usually don't find these in kits at estate sales. Usually they're all, or if I do find the kits, they're missing things. And it looks like he kept the original ad. This was usually a $12.88 item, and it was marked down to $8.88. The ad's not dated. And look, they're selling a K-part stereo too. But this has some differences. It's made in Japan, not the United States, although it is hot forged. It does have a selection of 1/4 inch sockets along with a 3/8 to a 1/4 inch adapter. It's got a little spinner handle. It has a 6-inch extension versus the Thorson's 5-inch, and the ratchet, and it also has a spark plug socket, 13/16, and all of the 1/4 inch sockets are 6 points. And all of the 3/8 inch sockets are 12 points. And it's missing the 7/16 of an inch socket that the Thorson has. So that's one thing it's missing. But the reason I kind of really wanted this was this little plastic speed adapter. I know they make modern ones that are good and made by good companies, that good metal quality and things like that, but I always wanted sort of a cheap Japanese one. That they used these in the 70s or whatever, and I never had one. I've seen kits like this, but the speed adapter was always missing. So that's kind of why I wanted it. Just a nice piece of vintage Japanese cheapo stuff for a socket wrench set. And let's see, this was 20 pieces, or with a case 21. I don't like how they add the case as a piece number. I sort of understand it, but it's kind of cheating to me, I think. And this also has an unconditional guarantee. So I'm still going to use the Thorson as my main socket wrench set for 3/8 inch drive things. But I kind of like the Kmart one too. So along with the vintage electronics I got, it was a pretty good estate sale. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.